Hi guys, welcome back to another amazing home video. Well, as you see by the title and as you see, I am standing in my dining space. I am super excited because we got something that I have been wanting for a very long time. We got some new dining chairs. I am super excited to pull this space together. You guys know, if you're new here, and even if you're not new here, you know I've been working at this space for well over 2 years now to kind of perfect it to my perfection, to kind of get that craft and the look that I desire when it comes to my home. And sometimes, all the times, it takes time, it takes money, it takes things that you're going to need to sustain a home the right way. But today we got some new dining chairs. The dining chairs we had previously, we had them for well over 7-8 years. So let this be your sign to know you don't always have to rush into things. You never honestly have to rush into things. You do things at your pace and at your speed that you can handle, and then we go from there. You guys get to see me pull this dining space together. So without doing too much, without talking too much, we're gonna go ahead and get started in today's video. We're gonna backtrack a little bit so I can get you guys caught up, so that way you can see what we've actually done. So guys, welcome back to my space. Over the past couple of weeks, you guys have been seeing me kind of transform this space and bringing some life into the space with color. Yes, with color. And I want to keep that train going, and I want to be able to show you how you can add color into your space and not overdo it, but also make it a statement and it looks incredibly gorgeous. Okay, having color in your space does not mean that it has to be tacky or it has to look tacky, because it's the opposite of what we do here. Okay, it just means that we know how to add color in a meticulous way that is going to elevate it, that is going to get your juices flowing, and that's going to make your space very unique. I've said it before and I've said it 1,000 times again, just because sometimes you see things here on YouTube and you see them repeated on YouTube, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can go to 100 houses in your neighborhood and you're going to see the exact same thing, because I can guarantee you, as much as we love this space, as much as I love this space and how everything tends to pull together, I can go to 10 houses on my block and none of them look like mine. I mean, unless they've been in here and then they got a little inspo, and that's okay too. But still, in all, none of them going to look like mine, because my style isn't necessarily going to be their style, and vice versa, and the things that I love aren't necessarily going to be the things that they love. Okay, so that's my quick little rant that I wanted to at least get that part out before we go straight into all of today's beauty work. Now, previously in the dining room, we had these 4 Parson chairs that were purchased from Walmart. They came in a set of 4 for under $200, and honestly, that's all we needed. It fit the space, it did exactly what we needed to do, and it made sense for the space. But as time progressed, obviously the chairs worn down and we needed to get some new chairs, as we have had these particular chairs in 3 separate homes and 3 separate states. So that brings you to today's sponsor of the video, which is Dayalane. If you have not heard of Dayalane before, Dayalane has honestly some of the best modern luxury furniture when it comes to your home. They're going to give you the value for your money. They're going to give you that designer inspired without the designer price tag. We want modern, we want sophistication, we want what looks good in our home, and Dayalane does that for us. So this particular time around, when I went with choosing my dining chairs, I want something that was going to stick out, but I didn't want to be a neutral girl this time. I wanted to add some color to the space, because color just adds character. So we went with these very beautiful, overstated, because they're definitely not understated, green and gold dining chairs, and they are incredibly gorgeous. So let's go ahead and get them pulled together. Now, as you guys know, my bar stools are actually black and gold, and it's basically the same concept, the same style, but I wanted basically the same thing when it came to my dining table, and I wanted it to all look cohesive, but yet add some color and some flair to the space. I honestly cannot believe how these chairs turned out. They are incredibly gorgeous. They're incredibly durable. First off, let's start with this beautiful gold legs on the bottom. I think they are just so gorgeous. They're incredibly sturdy. Now obviously the biggest difference between these chairs as well as the chairs that I had prior is that these particular chairs, they do not have the high back what you're looking for, but they sit up significantly higher than those traditional dining chairs. So when I'm sitting at the table, I don't feel like I'm sitting so low almost like a kid. I'm sitting up like an actual adult. So I absolutely love that aspect of it. Now the color, I just hope it's coming across as gorgeous as it is in my space. This is just incredibly perfect. You know, sometimes when you go for color in your space, you're like, I don't know if it's going to pull together well, but from having the cream sectional to having the black and gold bar stools and then now having these green and gold, it just plays together so well. And I know going in season after season, this is still going to look incredibly gorgeous. So when it comes to sophistication, when it comes to having the style that you want when you're looking for when it comes to dining chairs, Dayalane does take care of that for you. And they have more than just dining chairs, okay? From the dining chairs to accent chairs to sofas, you name it, dining tables, they have it. And I cannot continue to wait to shop them even more, because honestly, if I'm being quite honest, as I go into a different space, because I will be going into a different space, as I go into a different space, I'm gonna want things that look really nice, really pretty, really timeless, you know, something I don't have to worry about a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, it looks bad or it doesn't go with the flow. And I love being able to have furniture like this, being able to have pieces like this, that even if I decided I want something completely different for my next kitchen space, this easily goes as accent chairs somewhere else in your office, or even if you have a larger size bedroom, to be able to have a nice chair and a table. And not to mention, if you have a bonus room and you can have something that you can store, I think it looks so gorgeous. These chairs do come in additional colors, and I also have seen the bar stools that don't have the gold leg, but they also have the black leg. So you guys already know. Now I will have everything linked for you in the description box, as well as a discount code, because what I look like taking care of me and I don't take care of you, okay? Because that is what we do here. In order to take care of me, I also have to include you as well. So the link is in the description box, so you can shop at Dayalane and use my discount code, which is here on the screen. And guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed today's quick little video of me going and kind of retouching up this little kitchen space. And you guys saw in the previous weeks how I pulled together everything with the living room, the kitchen, and now this space. Oh, we are like this close. I mean, this close to honestly to being done. We still need curtains in the living room. As you saw me put these curtains up. So these curtains went up. These look so good, but I don't think I want the same thing for the living room, because I want something that is a little bit different. You know, I want separation between spaces, and I feel like curtains definitely do the separation, but I'm not too sure. But once we get curtains in here, I think we are like 97% done. Maybe not 97, maybe like 80%, but I feel like we're 97% done once curtains are in this space, because curtains pull things together so well. And you guys know I want to upgrade some other pieces, like my entertainment area underneath my TV. So we still got some work cut out for us. But in the meantime, in between time, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I thank you, Dayalane, for sponsoring today's video. But guys, until next time, until next video, I will see you guys later. Bye.